It's half term for many of us next week, so I'm here to give you a quick activity you can do this holiday that will help bees and other insects. So in this video we're going to find out why bees are so important, some of the different kinds of bees that we have here in the UK, and then how you can help your local bees by providing them with a home in which they can lay their eggs. Now, bees get a bit of a bad reputation. We tend to think of them angrily buzzing around and we're always worried that they might sting us. But at the same time, we know they're really important for pollination and, of course, making honey. There's about 270 different kinds of bee in the UK, and of these, only one makes honey, the honeybee. Then we've got the bumblebees, which are the big, fat, slow buzzing ones. There's about 24 different types of them. And then lastly, around 250 different species of solitary bee. So that's bees that live on their own, not in a hive or a colony like we tend to think of them as doing. Now here at Paignton Zoo and down at Newquay Zoo as well, we provide all sorts of homes to help our solitary bees. And we're going to go and take a look at one of these now. We call them a bee hotel. There's one behind me, let's go and have a look at it. So this is a bee hotel. Now, bee hotels are made up of loads of different materials because different kinds of solitary bees need different sized holes and different materials. So in our hotel here, we've got things like bamboo canes, you've got decking, and you've got just plain clay with holes pushed into it. Now, what solitary bees want to do is they want to lay their eggs in these holes. And first of all, they'll go out to the flowers, the daffodils and the crocuses that you can see behind us as we were walking up, and they'll collect pollen and they'll fly in, go right into the back of those holes, lay an egg, leave a bit of pollen, and then they'll block up that hole using chewed up mud or straw or something like that. And they'll fill up the entire stick as they move forward. And if you look closely at our bee hotels next time you're at the zoo, you might well see some of the sticks that are blocked up on the end of them. Now, you don't need to make a bee hotel as fancy as this in your garden. The one we're going to make is much simpler. So let's head back down into the classroom now and have a go at making it. So now we've seen how we cater for bees here on the site, let's have a go at making a bee hotel that you can have at home. So what you're going to need for this activity is basically a variety of holes and then something to put it all in. So I'm going to be using a can, and then I've got some toilet rolls, I've got some paper straws, I've got some of that corrugated cardboard with the little holes in, and then this is actually a piece of dahlia, but you can look around and find any kind of hollow stems in your garden. Now, really simple to do. First thing you're going to need to do if you are using a can is the sharp bits on the inside here, get a grown-up to push those down because you don't want to hurt yourself. So I'm going to use a pair of pliers and literally just squidge round, and that's going to flatten down that sharp edge. As soon as you've done all of that, you can start filling. So to make it easier, I'm going to put whole toilet rolls in, and then all you have to do is fill the toilet rolls. So we'll shove those in, squish them in nice and tight. The main aim you're getting here is you need it to be as tight as you possibly can, because what actually happens if you don't put it in tight is when the bees go in the little holes, as they wiggle back out again, they might get their bum stuck and then pull it all out with them. So you want to make sure you're packing nice and tight. So let's use some paper straws. You can't use plastic straws, I'm afraid, because plastic straws in the summer would start to heat up and then they'll get sweaty, and that means that the baby bees that are going to be inside these holes will get too hot and then it will be no good for them. So you want to make sure you're using paper straws, but they're really easy to find in the supermarkets at the moment. So let's pack those in nice and tight. I reckon I could squeeze one more down the side there. There we go. And now I think in this one, I'm going to use some of the cardboard strips that I've got cut out. So this is just a nice thick cardboard box, and I've just cut off strips from the side of it. And then the bees will use those little holes. Because what you're trying to offer, as we saw with the bee hotels on site, is we're trying to offer a bit of variety for the different kinds of bees that would use these hotels. So I reckon I can squeeze one last one in there. There we go, and then in this last hole here, I think I'll use some of my hollow stems, which is the kind of thing that natural things that they would use in the wild as well. So let's cram some of these in, and these are nice big holes for slightly bigger bees. Squeeze the last few in. Oh, can I cram another one in is the question. I think I can. Yes, there we go. So that's crammed in nice and tight, and it is as simple as that. So just shove in whatever you can find around your home. And now what you want to do with this is you want to hang it up, so you can either wrap string around it and hang it up, or you can just put it into a crevice of a tree. Now if you don't want to use a can, I have got a bit of a handy tip, and this one comes with something ready-made to hang up. You can use a mug. I'm sure you've got an old mug lying around at home. So this is one I've started building. I've used this swirl of cardboard and a few of those paper straws, and then you can just use the handle of the mug to hang it up. Really easy to be able to do. So there you have it, really simple activity for you to have a go at this half term. Now all you need to do is wait until spring, go back and have a look and see if you can see any of the mud over those holes, and that will tell you that bees have taken up residence in your hotel. Now make sure you like, share and subscribe to our videos so you don't miss a single one, and I will see you again soon.